In an earlier lesson about the top line of a Unibase work file, I mentioned autofunctions. Let's see how they look by starting the standard job duplicate in the subdirectory student. This is a sample job I set up that has only 4 fields, but we'll use it to demonstrate several of the function keys. The file we make will start with the letters DUP, and it will be in the subdirectory student under the files directory of Unibase. Unibase is waiting for us to put in a batch number, so I'm going to key the digit 1, press the field release key, and the release key. The first thing we get is an error message. It says no corresponding field to dupe. This means the field class ID, the first field in the record, is a duplicating field, and there's no prior record to duplicate from. When you reset the error message with function key 1, the A in the top line of the screen is also going to disappear. This means the auto functions are off, and the cursor is at the class ID waiting for us to key data. Let's put in class ID 10, press our field release key, and Unibase automatically right justifies and 0 fills the class ID. Let's turn our auto on, and now let's enter some data. Let's put in Joe Black, and for the amount let's put in 100. Now we've jumped to record 2, and notice that we didn't have to key the class ID because it's a duplicating field, and it duplicated from the prior record. Let's key a couple more records and watch this happen again. How about Otto White, and an amount of 200, and Susie Smith, and an amount of 300. Alright, now we want to change the class ID. I'm going to press the left cursor key, and nothing happens. I'm going to try field back. Again, nothing happens. How about record back? Function key 3, left cursor key, still nothing happens. This is where the auto function key comes in. It's a toggle switch. If you press it once, the A disappears to tell you that the auto functions are off. Now we can get into the batch ID field to change it to something else. Let me do a field back so I get all the way to the beginning of the field, and let's change it to class 20. Okay, we're ready to go again. We've changed the class ID. Let's put in another name. This time it didn't release to the next record. That's because we forgot to turn our auto function back on, and releasing to the next record when you have keyed the last field is another of the auto functions in Unibase. If I press function key 2, not only does the A come back on, but we flip to record number 5. Let's try another record. What if the operator would like to have a duplicate function for his own use? Say there's a lot of last names that are the same, and it would be faster to duplicate them than to rekey them. This next person is named Grace Tarbox. I could key TARBOX field release. That's 7 keystrokes. I can also press function key 6, which is the duplicate key, and I've replaced those 7 strokes with 1 keystroke. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in an amount. Again, we're still duplicating. Let's try another Tarbox. This one is Freddie. Hit function key 6 and give him an amount. Let's do one more. Press function key 6. We have another Tarbox. I can still use the dupe key again, and this time I've duplicated the amount. You've now seen duplication under the programmer's control, which the operator can turn off with the auto key, function key 2, and duplication under the operator's control, which the operator controls by use of the duplicate key, which is function key 6. We'll hit Help and Terminate and look at some more data from our session statistics. Let's look at the first line. This is time. We've got a start time and a finish time and a total time for keying. This is the elapsed time. We have some help time. This is whenever we hit the help key. And we don't have any suspended time. We'll look at some more of that later on. Release to proceed, and we're back to the data entry menu.